Each man bears a shadow, but only the wise give it a name. O eternal light, guardian of reason, measure, and peace, deliver us from appetites unbound. May we remember that to hunger is human, but to be ruled by it is to forget we were made for more. Grant us the courage to fast from excess and to feast on wisdom instead, lest we too become consumed. Salve, I am Marcus Tullius Cicero, philosopher, jurist, defender of the Roman Republic, now keeper of the flame in this hall of virtue and wisdom, home of the Renaissance spirit. This flame cannot be touched, only approached when the soul is balanced. He closed the performance and in doing so, opened the offering. For only when the mask is laid down can the soul approach the flame. This scroll was difficult to open, not because it was sealed, but because it revealed too much. Too much about the world I left behind, and even more about the world you now inhabit. We have spoken of vanity, the mirror that devours the soul, the crown worn not with wisdom but with want. But vanity is only the first shadow. There are others, older, hungrier. Here, within the courier, we have begun a deeper inquiry. A scroll-bound journey into the soul's slow corruption. The 7 shadows, known to you perhaps as sins, but to us as fractures in the harmony of virtue, pride, gluttony, lust, envy, greed, wrath, sloth, each with a face, a name, a mirror. This is not a condemnation, it is an examination, an anatomy of the soul. And so today we turn to the second shadow, the hunger that does not nourish, the craving that forgets to care. The appetite that forgets it once had a purpose. Today I share with you a life, not of a king or a scholar, but of a man named Tarrare, a man consumed not just by appetite, but by a hunger that tore his very soul apart. He was born in Lyon, a boy of smoke and straw. His mother could not feed him, his father could not afford him. By age 5, he devoured 4 times what other boys could stomach. Chickens, stones, grease, garbage, all disappeared into him. They called it a condition, some called it a curse, but no physician could find the answer. His body wasted away even as his stomach grew monstrous. He was not fat, he was empty and thus always devouring. What began in poverty became performance. He joined a traveling troupe, not as actor but as spectacle. He swallowed corks, swords, snakes. He became known not for thought, not for art, but for consumption. You may laugh, you may recoil, but ask yourself, what do you consume for applause? Is it not the same hunger that drives so many today to feed their image, their pleasures, their vanities, their screens? Gluttony is not merely about food, it is the distortion of desire. What the mind seeks, the soul suffers, for a void cannot be filled by another. A misdirected longing for comfort, control, escape. It dulls the intellect, it poisons the will, and it whispers lies. This next bite will satisfy, this next indulgence will complete you. But it never does. St. Thomas Aquinas, whom I have come to admire in this place, called gluttony a sin not of the body, but of the soul refusing balance. France took Tarrare in, but not out of mercy. They fed him, they studied him, then they used him. He swallowed secret messages to be passed through his bowels. He became a courier of the grotesque, returned, disgraced, no longer even useful, but the hunger, that remained. Captured by Prussians, Tarrare is beaten, the message is found. His last days were spent in delirium, eating blood-soaked organs, drinking vinegar, barking at shadows. His body rotted from within. Thus ends the story of Tarrare, a man not evil but unmoored, a man who reminds us what happens when desire is no longer yoked to reason, but drags it behind like a chained beast. Let your soul, not your craving, be full. Gluttony is not only a hunger of the flesh, it is every desire that consumes without feeding, every longing that forgets its purpose. We all hunger, friend, for comfort, for connection, for safety, for beauty, for peace. But the wise know not every hunger must be fed, and some hungers are cured not by indulgence but by fasting. There is a fire that cooks the meal and a fire that burns the house. One nourishes, the other destroys, so too with desire. To hunger is human, but to be ruled by hunger is to forget the divine. Let your soul, not your appetite, be master. Let your memory, not your craving, be full. O giver of measure, may we feast upon wisdom and fast from all that dulls the heart. Let our longings be holy, let our discipline be gentle, and may we hunger for virtue. This channel is not merely a chronicle, it is cathedral, it is flame, it is your inheritance now. Speak your truth in the comments, take the quiz, let the books find you, subscribe, light the bell, pass the flame. Let us guard the republics of the body as fiercely as those of the city. For tyranny begins in unruled desire. History has not died. Only our understanding of it awaits resurrection. Vive Renaissance Spiritus. Until next time, may your hunger feed the soul and your soul feed the world.
A soft light flickers on the plate. The silver gleams like fate. But what I taste is not the feast, it's the ache that does not cease. Gluttony wears a velvet face, not hunger, but the want for grace. It isn't food I truly crave, it's silence in the storm I brave. The mind may chase what soul denies, and in the crumbs I seek replies. But no sweet thing can fill this air when comfort masks despair. It whispers soft, just one more bite. This time you'll feel the joy, the light. But shadows curl behind the taste, each touch a deeper waste. I fill the void with empty charms, hold pleasures like their warm arms, yet every touch slips through the skin, the ache begins again. What I consume consumes me too, each bite a ghost of something true. Desire twists and swells with lies, and reason slowly dies. It dulls the mind, it breaks the will, a cup that spills and spills and spills. It doesn't heal, it only hides a cage dressed up in pride.
C'est une illusion. Ce n'est pas la faim, c'est le vide.
It's not hunger, it's the void. Et ce vide ne peut pas être comblé par un autre. It whispers still, just one more taste. This time you'll vanish all the waste. But it deceives, it never meant, the wanting never ends. I ask, how?